There you go. Hello, fellow vapors. Vaping newbie here again. Andre, that is a B. The marker just didn't get all the way around, okay? Um, but it does look like a H. Hope everybody had a great weekend. It's Sunday night, and to my friends down in the U.S., tune in. Happy Memorial Day. Hope you guys are having a great long weekend. The reason for this video is twofold. Number one, I sent on my last email, my last video, I had mentioned that if you're going to send me an email, mention in the text of the email ideas that you'd like to hear me talk about. And got some really good ideas. And one person sent me in like a list of 10 things. So I picked one out that I'm going to touch on tonight, and we'll get to that in a minute. The other reason for this video was yesterday I woke up too late to go golfing, folks, and about 2 o'clock or so, hopped in my car, traversed a very sketchy bridge in the outskirts of Montreal, and went down to Crescent Street in beautiful downtown Montreal, visited John at Vapelion, or vapelion.ca. The link is down below. John posted on Facebook on Friday, I believe it was, that they got in some new merchandise, and it was really, really nice to see it. I gave it all the world. What they got in, they got some Haiti clones, which is a 26650 mechanical mod. They got in the Black Hawk, which I just loved. They got in some new tanks. They got in the K Fun Light clone, guys, or the K Fun clone. They got in some dripping atomizers, or RDAs, and they got in the 722. So for the first time, I was able to vape at 22 watts. And I'll tell you something. I put my K Fun that was registering about 0.85, and I vaped it at 25 watts, or 22 watts rather, and bam, that thing hit like a truck. So yeah, Gord wants one. Donations are accepted. Love to do a video just on that alone. And just some nice juices that I was trying, and then they got some newer ones today. So we're gonna just touch on them a bit today. And then I left. I actually didn't buy anything. Today, woke up earlier and still didn't go golfing. Jumped in the car and went all the way back to Crescent Street, and this time to see Mark, and actually picked up a few things. So we're going to talk about some of those things that I picked up today. Vapelion is really upping their game. Vapelion.ca doesn't even have this stuff yet. It's still that new. But I was really impressed by the stock that they got in. So guys, great job, okay? One of the things that I got today will surprise you, Corey. It's not a K-Fun clone. Well, it is in a way, I guess. It's in Russian 91%, and it's a clone, which is a clone. And this really stuck out to me. It's a nice brushed stainless steel, and the way it comes in this little box, it comes with the little feeder bottle that you get, and we're all starting to collect those. That little blue-handled screwdriver, a baggie with some O-rings and some extra screws, and it has both the polycarbonate tank and the stainless steel tank. Now, I don't have that with me because if you're buying one of these for the first time, you want to give it a really good wash. So as soon as I got home, that's what I did. I've washed it all out. And I just thought that the look of it with that lettering underneath, it's really, really classy looking. I really like this. So this retails for about $45 if memory serves. Well worth it in my opinion. The second part of this video, and before I go into that, I'm sorry. Uh, I would take this apart and show it to you, but this is not the first take of this video, believe it or not. And it's full of juice. I actually bottom fed it, and I'm not going to lose it. I'm not taking it apart. I built the coil, and I did in my first take of the video have it in parts, and then put it all together and put the juice in. But once the juice is in, that's it. The thing I love about the bottles that they have at Vapelion, this is the watermelon. It is that top. It fits really nicely in the bottom where you bottom fill it. Works like a charm. That was one of the flavors I got. Watermelon. I love watermelon. And folks, this is the best tasting watermelon I've had. And the other bottle, the other bottle I bought is a cola, which believe it or not, I bought it because it was actually refreshing. Now I did not write down the descriptions on the internet site, but please take a look. And you know what? If you're on Facebook, go and like their Facebook page. Anytime they get updates, they put it on there and you'll be alerted to them. So that's the Russian 91% and looking forward to trying that. The second part of why I'm doing this video has to do with a question that I was asked to explain why and only why did I go from regulated mods to mechanical mods? And that has a two-pronged answer. And I think most people would fall under that same category, okay? Um, the reason why I did it was when I started doing the rebuilding, and I love the rebuilding, and I always say once you start, you can't go back. Uh, I was always building coils that seemed to come out between 0.85 and 0.97 and wanted a bit more punch. And that's why I went to mechanical mods. And I was looking around and I bought my first mechanical mod and it didn't work out. And then I had a safety fuse that I put on my battery and I couldn't close the mod up properly. So I did get another one. But today, folks, today I went out, vapelion.ca, and got the Nemesis clone. Now, leads me to the second reason, and that is looks. If you're not going to sub-ohm, okay, if your builds are always going to be above 1 ohm, or you're using cartomizers and clearomizers, you're fine with regulated mods, okay? Everybody knows, anybody knows me, knows I love my SVD, but it was just getting big. It just seemed big and heavy, and not heavy, but just big and clunky with the buttons and the screens. And I wanted something a bit different, and this definitely fills the bill. Which segues into the second part of this, or I guess maybe third part of this video. This has right here, it's an additional ring. They call it a kick ring. You put that in and it extends, I'm sorry, the tube, and it allows you to put in that safety fuse that I was worried about with no discernible lines at all, or crevices. So that worked out really well. The Nemesis has what looks to be, I thought at first it was a demon. It could be an angel on this side, and on t'other side it says Nemesis with probably a inconsequential serial number, and then on the bottom it looks like a train, and then a word that I'm not even going to try to pronounce. You guys can try, and that's it. It's got some air holes on the top here on that ring, so that ring actually just pops off. I guess I could show you that. I was quite surprised at how easy, or that came off, but there you go. And it has the vent holes, so you just want to make sure that the holes that are drilled in that ring line up to the holes that are actually drilled in the mod itself. And there you go. That's all taken care of now. And on the bottom, it has some vent holes for the batteries all the way around, and then it has a locking ring. The locking ring works quite well. Now that's important, folks, because it is a bottom firing mod. Um, when you get used to using mods like this, you get used to putting them down like this. It's not an issue. When you have a mechanical mod, it becomes an issue. So, guys, I can't stress this enough. Make sure you use this locking ring. If you put it in your pocket, wherever you put it down, put that locking ring on first. This one works quite well, and the trigger or the fire button works very well. It's a very short throw, so let's give it a try here. Wow, I seem to be doing that more and more, folks. I'm really sorry. I just wanted to show you that it really does kick. So when you get that sub-ohm coil, that's what you want. You want that kind of power. So this is the Nemesis clone. This sells for about $35 at Vapelion or vapelion.ca. And again, I think that's a really good price. No bells and whistles. It's got a floating 510 connector. So what that means is you don't physically adjust it. It sits there, and if the base of your 510 connection is lower, it'll just push it down into the battery. The bottom, excuse me, the bottom is adjustable depending on the battery. It takes a 18350, 18500, and 18650. Obviously, you can kick all of them because you have. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't try to kick the 18350, but I do have the safety fuse on. I had it on the 18500, and I'm now using it on the 18650. No rattle, nothing at all. It's a really well-made device. So again, Vapelion has them, vapelion.ca, and again, about $35. So when I put my new Russian 91, I keep calling it a Russian 21. You think I want to go to a casino? On, and I know that there's a bit of a whistle. Wow, that has that watermelon in it. I'll tell you something. That is amazing flavor. And the juice, I'm really gonna like that flavor. Uh, Good coil too. So there you go, folks. These I got these things. I wanted to share them with you. Again, that's Mark and John at Vapelion or vapelion.ca. Give them a look up. Check them out on Facebook. They have a Vapelion Facebook page. Like it. Follow them. If you guys want to get in touch with me about anything, it's Vaping Newbie at outlook.com. Vaping Newbie, Newbie at outlook.com. Love spending time with you. Enjoy doing this. Stay healthy and happy vaping. Take care, guys.